Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today is Sunday, and Sundays mean something vintage. So I'm either working in my board book, where I'm creating different pages with the alphabet because it's an alphabet book and it's just so pretty and I really enjoy working in it. But today I have a treasure trove Sunday. So this is really all my thrift store finds from the last little while. 2 weeks ago, I had a couple of days off and spent it looking after my granddaughter. And one of the days was my birthday, and I decided that it was for me, and I told her that we were going to do some treasure hunting and we were going on an adventure. And she wasn't overly excited about it, but by the end of it, she thought it was pretty cool. So we went around the Verdun area and like further into Saskatchewan and found some really cool treasures. So I found all these cute little stores, and one of them was an antique store. And if you watched my video the other day, you saw me make this. So this is not vintage. This is something that I made just the other day, based on a find in one of the stores. So what I found was this beer coupon book from the Liquor Board of Saskatchewan, and it still has a couple of coupons in it. It says one unit of beer by the Liquor Board of Saskatchewan. It has beautiful writing in it. It's typewritten, and it is from. It expired. It's long expired. March 31st, 1945. Then I also found a gasoline coupon book, so for rations. All of this is from during the Second World War, when everything was being rationed for the war effort. But the other thing that I found, and I didn't share that on when I was making the video, was milk coupons. So they're from the exact same time. Like, how cool are these? Look at that. Like, and I have 4 of them. And this was all just in a big pile of papers. How cute is that, huh? So I just wanted to get this part out of the way and continue on. So I was staying at my daughter's, and she lives on a farm. And they were cleaning out the spare bedroom because I had to stay somewhere. And they purchased a home from my son-in-law's grandparents. So all their stuff was still in the house when they purchased it. So I felt a little bit like a garbage picker because they had thrown all this stuff out and they were gone. So I was going through it. And I opened this, and look at this. It is all doll clothes. Patterns and simplicity patterns. I've been looking for dates on it, and I wasn't able to find them. I don't think. I think it was maybe the 80s. Let me see if I can see a date on here now, because now I'm wearing my glasses. 1981. Yeah, vintage doll clothes. How cool is that with the pattern pieces? So there was a couple of folders like that, but there was also a folder that had already cut out pieces of fabric in there. Well, isn't that lovely? So I can do stuff with little scraps of fabric. I sure can. Can you see lots of rosettes out of this? I can. So the other things that I found in their garbage is these adorable wooden spools with thread on them. Like, and they're definitely vintage. I also found some sewing needles with a threader. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to have one of those. I always think, oh yeah, I should get one of those, and then forget about it. All right, the other things I found were some kids' clothes. I'm guessing they don't fit my granddaughter anymore. No. But how cute is this? How cute. Like, look at this. And it's corduroy, and it's really soft baby cord. I can work with that. So I took it. And there's a pair of baby cord pants that also probably don't fit her. Nope, they don't. So I love the colors. They're nice and bright. And then there was this cute little top. Also, or it's actually a dress, a baby dress. And it is made out of really soft velvety material. So I thought I could do something with that as well. Then, okay, I'm just going to lay this out here, and you are not going to believe that I picked this out of their garbage. Like, I'm not joking. There's some more needles. Lots of elastic. I don't know if I need elastic for anything. Safety pins. Bias tape. Tons and tons of bias tape. Ribbon of all colors. More needles. More blanket binding. More. And some more. And some more bias tape. I haven't even gone through to see what all of this is. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. That is like silvery trim. More blanket binding. Bias tape. This has Velcro on it. I'm not quite sure what this would be, but yeah, it's cool. Some really cool rainbow blanket binding. Creamy blanket binding. Some more white. Piece of blue fabric. Oh, a Canadian flag. Blanket binding. Blanket binding. And more blanket binding. And another package of blanket binding. I can do something with that, for sure. Like, this is wonderful for making rosettes. So I have my work cut out for me. But once I'm no longer doing the 100-day project, I will have lots of time to work on some other projects where I'm not constantly repeating myself on camera, because that would be so boring for you guys. But yeah, I thought these two were really cutesies. We went, okay, so I was on my adventure with my granddaughter, and we were at a thrift store, and they had lots of craft material. And I found, like, this was one package. I paid $1 for all this tulle. And this is really, really fine tulle. I love when you find things that are really good material for next to nothing. So this is like more like netting, and it's yellow. I don't do a lot of yellow, but I don't mind that at all. And then look at all of this pink tulle. So my granddaughter's asking me for a tutu, so she is going to get one, and she's going to get a pink one. And I paid $1 for all of that tulle. That's unheard of. So in the bag from my daughter's house was also this cute magazine for handicrafts or handcrafts from 1993. I thought that was cool. It has lots of different patterns in it and cross stitch and anything. Like, I can use that. Then I also found this doily. Oh, I've really broken my nail now. Found this doily. It's okay. I can do something cute with it. Not everything has to be a beautiful find. I think I paid 25 cents for it. And I found 2 little golden books. One is Winnie the Pooh and one is Big Bird. And Big Bird is first edition from 1985. And Winnie the Pooh is the 25th printing from 1979. So yeah, I am very happy with these. And then the other thing that I found in the little antique store that I had gone to was a Canadian Farm and Home Almanac from 1979. Well, this is wonderful. Look at all the writing, and yeah, I'm excited about that. There's a lot of stuff in here, and I can use these pages just like that. Oh, I like it a lot. You can see I have a lot. The other thing I found was a nice big box of little envelopes. So these are 3 5/8 by 6.5 inch envelopes. So they're like the smaller size. I paid, I think, 50 cents for this. It doesn't have a price on it anymore. Okay, so then I was on Facebook last week. And they were advertising from the thrift store here in Brandon that they had a newspaper from 1940 for $3. Well, I raced there and I went and got it. Like, look at this newspaper. How lovely. Like, it's been folded, so it's like tearing here and there. But like a boy's handicraft page and John Deere tillers. Whoops, sorry. There's advertisements in it, recipes, jokes. Yeah, it's just like amazing. So I got that. I am very excited about that. This will be scanned for the most part. I'm trying to stay in some kind of order. And while I was at that store, I also got this for free. They gave me this for free. It is a little candle holder, and I thought it was really pretty. So they gave that to me. So we're now last week. Okay. So then I went back to my daughter's because I had to look after my grandkids again last weekend, and I had a couple of days vacation for that as well. So there was one day where I didn't have to look after the kids. I just got to enjoy a day to myself. and I went thrifting and I found all of this. So this is some really cute buttons by Taylor from Snaps, with lace around it, like, and there's even a small pin in there. So look at this lace, like, isn't that pretty? You can put a little bit of ribbon through it and it would be very pretty in a journal, or even to create something out of it. Yeah. I found this piece of eyelash trim, and it's like, look at the colors, isn't it beautiful? I will tell you what I paid for all of this. I paid $5. So I found these, like, this is invitations, and they have little envelopes behind it. So I may not use the cards itself, but I will use the envelopes for sure. Like, those are not very nice invitations. I got a little bag of gold buttons, and I'm always happy to find buttons because I used to have a big container full, and then when I was downsizing, I gave it to my daughter, and of course I'm never going to see those again. So these are beautiful vintage buttons, very cute. I'm just going to have to put them somewhere. Don't know where I'll put my button jar. I'll put them back in the in here for now. I found feathers. I love me some feathers. So very bright colored ones, and some pinks, and then some pastel-y feathers. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I will use them. And I found a muffin tin. Well, I like using muffin tins because I can, oh, I have feathers everywhere. Because I can throw my little things in here and put it aside, and then I have them for projects. I also found this little baggie of bows, and I can make bows myself, but look at these. They are just itty bitty bows with a little pearl on there. Aren't they pretty? And all of that for $5. Yeah. So then I was at the cash register, and I was like, oh, well, look at these. Like, they're hole reinforcers, and they're gummed, and they were 9 cents when they were purchased. So let me just pull them out. This is how you used to buy your hole reinforcers. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so I think I paid 25 cents for them. Was it 25 cents or was it a dime? It was something ridiculous. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. The other thing that I found in that store was these 2 balls of yarn that I can use to make tassels. Look how pretty this is. And then this one is like that. So I got these. All included in that $5. Yeah, really. So this one is from 1908, and it was reprinted in 1971. How absolutely amazing. Like, it has a foreword in it, an introduction, and that was written in 1969. So yes, this is absolutely a reproduction from the 70s, and I'm very happy with that. Like, look at some of these pictures. Like, look at this. This is enameled ware, cream separators. This is kitchenware. Oh, this is the index. Oh, wonderful. But look at these hats. Aren't they gorgeous? And fans and purses. Table linens, napkins, towels, and towelings. Carpets. Yeah, this is baseball gloves. Boxing gloves. Guns. There's lots of guns in here too. It's funny, actually. This one is completely different from the other one. Like, look at these stoves. Oh my goodness. Like, it is so cool, honest. A house plan to build a $3,000 house. It's absolutely amazing what is all in here, and what you could just buy through your Sears catalog. So in this little store, I'm going to grab a big bag. I'm going to show you how big of a bag this is. You won't be able to see it. I may have to actually stand up and show you this differently. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. So this bag, and I haven't taken everything out of here yet. I am going to grab the pile of little things that I purchased separately. Little things. It is definitely not little things. Okay, and I'm going to put the bag back down for a few minutes, and I will pull it back up. All right, because that bag was a separate story. So I found a newspaper from 1954, and it has a lot of information, lots of ads that I can scan in, lots of different things. So yeah, very cool. This trip at this store, I paid $12 for everything that I, as of right now, everything that I am going to show you. That includes, oops, all of these. So he does not know what he has, and that is in my benefit because I can keep going back. So I found this ledger paper, and it's absolutely beautiful, aged, and of course there's like a little bit like a newspaper article that was glued on it, but look at the aging on here, and then the writing on the front is pretty cool. And there's dates on here: April 17, 1945. Oh, son, George Edward. December 15th, 1930, a son, Robert Donald. September 6th, 1932, a daughter, and then like there's other stuff written here. And it's so cool. Very cool. Then I found a letter, or not really a letter. Yeah, this is a promissory note. So it says, please pay to da 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 the sum of $27.70. Balance of my wages for work done from July 9th to the 9th of July to 9, I don't know what this says, 1906. So this is a promissory note from 1906 in an envelope from 1929. And the other thing that is in there, this is from 1929, is that it's a grain claim. And yeah, like it's from the sheriff. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it is really cool. And it is very old. This is antique documents. Then I found a report card, and it is from the pupil is Carl Wyand, and the school name is Gardenia, and it was grade 4. There's no date on the outer pocket. So here it says the year January to July, and so there's no year stated in here until you get to the inside, and then it says June 28th, 1923. So it has all his grades in there. Inserted marks are for June exams. Passed, average 75 of rank in class second, and he's going to grade 5. And the signature of the parent is definitely missing, but how cute is that? And there is a picture from 1965, and this might be Mr. Wyant. That might be his report card, and he's all grown up now. But from 1923, so yes. Then I found a refund check from Eaton's. Well, Eaton's doesn't exist anymore, so, and it was a refund check for 5 cents. 5 cents. What can you still buy for 5 cents? Nothing. So I found another farmer's pocket ledger, and I've been finding these a lot from all different eras. And the date on this one is 1939. So I found them from the 70s, I found them from the 60s, but this one has like crop records, but there's writing in here. There we go. So Saskatoons, blackcurrant jelly, cranberries, choke cherries. So someone wrote down what they were making and how many quarts they made. Yeah, I'm very happy with the finds from this trip. I had lots of time and just spent an hour in the corner in the back looking through all this. I want you to see this. This is probably the highlight of what I found. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, look, it's a scrapbook. And I opened it up, and it's beautiful aged paper. And look at this. Isn't this amazing? And it is full with these kinds of pictures. Is it shimmering too much? How amazing is this? And look at all the boo-boo tape. Real boo-boo tape. This is all 50s clothing. Someone was definitely into fashion and made a scrapbook. Remember, I paid $12 for all of this. How cool is that? Like, look at this. Like, this is an ad. Right here. Isn't that cool? Look at the little capes. They're so cute. Yeah, so there's like, and it is full. It is absolutely full. Every page has images on it. It is beautiful. I am going to take them out and I'm going to scan them. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the originals, but I won't get rid of it for sure. They're little collector cards. I don't know where they're for. Oh, blue ribbon, red rose blue ribbon. Like, look at all the little label cards with animals and birds. This coupon entitles you to one wildlife in danger and album. I wonder if I can still get that. And then there is like mark squares to say which ones you all have. But look at this, like there's a bus and then all the animals. And they're all drawn. This is a treasure for sure. Remember, $12. Okay, let me put this back together. I was scared when I went up to the cash register and I had all this stuff on me, and I said to him, how much are you going to charge me for this? Because there's no price on any of it. And he says, he looks at it, he opens the report card and he goes, oh, there's no date on it. I said, no. He didn't look very close. And he looks at everything else and he goes, yeah, $12. I was like, done. The first time I went there with my granddaughter, I said to her, run. Because he doesn't know what he has in his store. Okay. So then he goes, there's a bag, that's this bag, in the back, and it is, he goes, are you into the royal family? I said, well, no, not really. I said, but why? He goes, well, there's a bag in the back and you can take it for free. Please take it off my hands. I'm like, okay, done deal. I was like, sure, I'll take it. It's old newspaper, so, you know, junk journaler. Yep, I am good. Okay, so this is what is in there. This is a scrapbook from King George, and then from the Queen when she's getting, like, it's King George's trip to Canada, and then Queen Elizabeth's coronation and her wedding and all of that. It's like, I have, it smells really old too, but look at this scrapbook. Like, the scrapbook itself is worth a fortune. And then all the newspaper clippings, it is, yeah. But it came with another big, huge pile of stuff. So I was going through that, and this is where it becomes interesting. Like, look at this. Look at this front page of the Star Weekly from 1951. Isn't that just the cutest? And then of course on the other side it has all the pictures, but look at this. And that's what I was mostly interested in, is what was going to be on the other side, right? Like, is there stuff that is interesting for me? So one of these days, like, you look at this. This is, oh, is there a date here somewhere? 1967. Like, yeah, it's just so cool. Look at this. Here's another ad. I'm not overly concerned about, like, and this is a beautiful front cover. July 1948. Yeah, this is, I was very happy, and this is free. He gave me this for free. This is what happens when you walk into these stores and you're chatting up the owners. You never know what you're going to find and what you're going to be able to take home. Waffles. Like, everything is for the royal family, but I am looking at the other side of the pages to see if there's something that I can find. There's also portraits, and yeah, they were very, very, here's Prince Charles at 18. Okay, he's in his 70s now, so figure out 1966. There is the King and Queen, 1939. The Duke of Edinburgh. The coronation number. But again, with beautiful ads on the back. Prince Philip. Look at this picture. Canada Goose. And then all the newspaper clippings and newspaper pieces and whatever that you can find. Oh, here is King George and Queen Elizabeth, taken on the 25th anniversary of their wedding. So yeah, I am very lucky that I have found this place, and I will be going back to it whenever I have a chance. Today I went to one of my other favorite stores, and I knew that they had these, so I wasn't really hunting for it. I was actually going on purpose to look for these because I want to make a couple of journals. I found 4 Reader's Digest books, and these are wonderful to create journals out of. And look how beautiful these covers are still. So I have 4 of these, and I paid 25 cents. I paid 50 cents for this one, 25 cents for this one, 50 cents for this one, and 50 cents for this one. And then I also found some lace, and this is wonderful lace. It's nice and wide, and it's really pretty. I like it. So that was $3, and then the books, and it came to $4.50. So big spender me. I think in total, I paid $50 for everything that I have shown you. Probably less than that even. So I did really well. Oh, I found something else. These little ribbons, like they're little ribbon pieces, and they're red, white, and blue, which is Dutch colors, and I am planning on making a Dutch journal someday, so these will come in handy for that. That's all I've got for you today. I'm now excited to be able to start working with it because I was holding off until I was able to do the video. So now I can work with it, and I hope you'll be excited to see what I'm going to do with these books. Thank you so much. Look at these pictures. Like, these are great. Natasha Natasha from Treasure Books uses these as well, and she uses these pages in her journals, sometimes as journal covers and sometimes as other things. So yeah, that's really cool. So I have lots of book pages again, lots of lace, lots of newspaper. I'm happy, I'm excited. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see what I am going to do with all of these amazing treasures. Have yourselves a wonderful Sunday.